Anime Openings and Endings, featuring Tyler DOE as a special guest. The ones that we liked the most. This list won't have a lot of surprises. All of these songs are real hits. We will make a list of a bit less known songs some other time. So let's go! Not you, Con, shut up.
I love you, Con.
Attack on Titan Season 2 opening. Shinzou vs Sasageyo, Linked Horizon. A perfect song to play an army before a great battle. It is complex, epic, bombastic. It has everything it needs to hype up the viewer before watching the episode. It has extremely prominent rock elements, and we like that a lot. What sets this song apart is the chorus, which has by now acquired a meme status, and it is a staple of the whole show, together with the iconic fist salute. In the chorus we hear a choir beckoning the audience and characters in the show to dedicate their hearts, and it is definitely one of the best intros ever. I also recommend the Russian version of this song, Пожертвуем. It definitely gets the blood boiling for anyone who has even a drop of Slavic blood. An epic song nevertheless. Promised Neverland, opening, UVERworld, Touch Off. A powerful, aggressive song. It mixes up rap, heavy guitar riffs, and just a bit of emotional harmony in the chorus, and the saxophone player who pours his soul into the music. The most important thing for the intro song is to depict what happens in the anime in the right way, and here they hit the nail right on the head. This is a story about escape, about anger, treachery, helplessness, and painful emotions, and it is all perfectly portrayed through a combination of the overall aggressiveness of the song and emotional harmony of the chorus, accompanied with the word fire. And fire does become crucial at the end of the narrative. Add the real catchy
na 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 na,
and there you have it, a pure hit. Don't forget to check out the live rendition of the song. It is awesome. Bokurano opening, Uninstall, Chiaki Ishikawa. There are quite a few animes that can say that they would never be so popular if they hadn't had a catchy song in the intro. Evangelion is the first example that comes to mind. Bokurano is definitely this kind of anime. So much so that some fans do not even call the show Bokurano. They call it Uninstall. Unlike other songs from this list, this one is sad, melancholic, and a bit depressing. This makes it ideal for this anime, which is also sad, melancholic, and a bit depressing. The chorus is extremely catchy, and it is sung in a phenomenal way. The artist brought all the emotions from the anime and incorporated that into her performance in the most spectacular way. Also, this is definitely my #1 favorite anime song ever. Once again, I would like to point out there is a Russian rendition of this anime song, and if you believe it, it is even more emotional and touching than the original, especially when you understand the words at least a little bit. Don't forget to check it out. Death Note, second opening. What's up, people? Maximum the Hormone. What would happen if System of a Down was from Japan? Well, this band would happen. It has sudden changes in rhythm and even in music genres, and it keeps that new metal feel. As we said before, it is very important for intro song to reflect what happens in the narrative of the show. This intro is from the second half of the anime, and it is far more aggressive than the first one. It fits perfectly with the development of Light Yagami. In the second part of the anime, he really becomes a ruthless murderer, and he irreversibly becomes a monster. The whole opening is excellent, but just that one shot, when Light's face is synchronized with the deep growl of the singer, is enough to sell this intro to anyone as one of my favorites. Not really the most subtle of metaphors, but with the music this aggressive, being subtle is not really the point. Bleach, 11th ending. Ska Band, Tsumasaki. And for the end, one ending song. Bleach has a lot of songs, but for me personally, the ending song that I liked the most was the ska song Tsumasaki. In the episodes when this is the ending song, Ichigo once again goes through internal battle and development, with the white version of himself. And he also fights Byakuya. Bleach in general always has a positive and slightly comical atmosphere, but during these 10 or so episodes, when Tsumasaki is the ending song, the show gets a bit of a more serious tone. It gives it a beautiful contrast at the end of the episode when cheerful and positive melodies of ska music lift us up. We haven't heard a lot of ska music coming from Japan, and this one caught us by surprise, and it immediately became one of our favorites. It is really high quality, cheerful, and a beautiful contrast to the narrative of that part of the show. And now let's hear Tyler DOE. Go, Tyler!
Okay, so I've been invited on Mr&Mrs. Anime's channel to talk about anime openings, which I know if you follow my Twitter, you probably think that's kind of a funny thing for me to go over because I literally said that I don't watch many anime openings. But if you were to look at that tweet, you would see that I said that I watch some specific ones, and those ones are very top tier. That's why I think that I'm actually a pretty good candidate for this type of video. So I have a couple here that really stand out to me. So first of all, let's get to One Piece. Let's get that one out of the way. Originally, I was going to go with the very first opening of One Piece because obviously that's a classic. It slaps, it's a banger. But the problem is, I didn't want to be too generic, so I just went ahead and went with opening 15, which is probably my second favorite or very favorite. It kind of goes either or on that one. But man, that one's just got everything. It has an epic chorus. That part where they start saying Ich ni sunshine, that part is like crazy. And then all of a sudden you get to the actual meat and potatoes of it, and he screams out, "We go," in this gritty, crazy tone, like a rocker tone. And by the way, I actually think, if I'm not mistaken, the first one and the 15th one are by the same guy. And I think he does a few other ones for the openings for One Piece. But yeah, I like all of the sound of it. And then obviously like the visuals. I mean, you can't go wrong with the visuals in a One Piece opening. They're always great. It's one of the only shows that I watch the openings every single time with very little exception. So yeah, I had to go with that one to start out the list. My number 2 would be the Tokyo Ghoul opening one. Now, I will say I'm a little bit nostalgic for this one because it is one of the first animes that my girlfriend and I watched together, and we used to just vibe to the opening of Tokyo Ghoul so much whenever we'd watch it, and we'd make little jokes back and forth about how much we loved it and like actually knowing the words, you know. We used to start the anime and then we'd both look at each other and go, and we obviously don't know the words at all. But we'd look at each other and just kind of try to mouth it to the best of our abilities, and we were never able to like fully line it up, so that's kind of what made it funny. Then once you get past the first bit of words, there's this crazy like neo rock guitar that plays, and it's some of the most talented guitar playing I've ever heard in my entire life, and that's saying something, and it's in an anime opening. I'd say that the visuals are pretty good. They don't really stand out to me. I don't remember the visuals being anything too spectacular. I do remember really liking some of the crazy colors and whatnot, and then I also like how it gives ample time to each character and doesn't just stay on one specific character too much, so I really like that about it as well. Okay, so for the final one that I have for this list, I know that I'm being kind of generic here with picking this one, like, most of mine are going to be pretty generic. But my third one is Demon Slayer, or Kinetsu no Waiba, just Demon Slayer. So what I really like about Demon Slayer is, one, obviously the song slaps hard. I mean, it's like one of the best anime openings in my opinion for a reason. But it's really the visuals. I mean, it really, like, first of all, when they go hand in hand, it's nearly as perfect as an opening can be. But secondly, it really gives you a good feel for what the animation and the art style is going to be like in the show. That's a really good quality in an opening to me, because if you have something that gives you a good idea for how everything's gonna play out as far as visuals go, that's a really good sign that they did something right with the opening, you know? Then, obviously, we have to talk about the music itself. I still can remember how hype I would get for every episode of Demon Slayer, because that opening it just exudes hype. Every time I watch that opening, I get so freaking excited for Demon Slayer. And like I said, I don't watch every single anime opening to anything. It's very rare that I do, but Demon Slayer is one of those shows where I definitely watched every single opening. Okay, so you might think that's where my part of the video ends, because I did give you 3 pretty good ones that smack, but I also have to add to this video about anime openings an anime ending song, because the anime ending to the first bit of Code Geass is literally the best ending theme I've ever heard. I mean, I don't know the words, so I'm not going to try to sing it, but just like the melody and like the way that it just picks up so quick, Just so good. I used to sit there and actually listen to the ending just to hear that because, man, I love that little bit so much. It was so fun. Okay, guys, that's my bit for the video. Thank you so much to Mr. and Mrs. Anime for having me on the channel. It's been really fun getting to reminisce all these old openings that I haven't heard in a while. So, yeah, thank you so much, and go check out my channel and have a good day.
That was Tyler DOE. Thank you, man, for your excellent contribution. Don't forget to check out his channel and subscribe. That would be it for this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on social networks. Check out other videos on our channel. I guess that's it. See you next time. Bye bye.